Alright guys, welcome to my UFC 276 next day reactions. Yesterday was the UFC 276 event. See, for me, like, it was supposed to be the top card of the year. Like, it was looking so good, it was looking so promising. But I honestly think the one in Singapore was better. In my opinion, I liked it more. I feel like this one was, maybe it was overhyped, maybe it wasn't overhyped. But I just think I expected too much of it, and I didn't really get it. Especially with the Izzy fight, and then Holloway was just, I just expected more. First fight was Jessica Rose Clark, and I'm not even gonna say her name. She's from Lithuania, maybe? Like, I think she's from Lithuania. But she got the performance of the night. We all saw the armbar. I think everyone saw the armbar. I didn't see the prelims live because I was busy, but I saw the armbar in the highlights, and it was just nuts, bro. But the thing is, you can see it if you watch it. Jessica taps, and then she keeps holding her arm and breaks it after she tapped, and then let's go. And so that's what's really unfortunate about it. Jessica was the favorite. I don't really think she was the better fighter. She just didn't have that fight IQ after, like, I was just watching and she didn't have the fight IQ. She kind of rolled into it. She kind of like did it to herself. That's unfortunate to see just someone's arm break like that, and hopefully she gets back. These next two fights, Macy Barber, I know of her. She had the better betting odds. I mean, I guess it went according to plan. It went to decision, so. And then this one too, I don't know if these fights were exciting, if they were boring in the middle, but this one also went to the fight odds and went to decision, so yeah. To the prelims now. This fight I didn't see. I guess the odds were a little close and it went to decision. I don't know these guys. I think I've heard of Brad Tavares, maybe. At the Ian Gary fight, it was the fight I watched. I was honestly impressed by Green because he was so resilient. He just kept getting punched and punched, and he just kept going through it. But Ian Gary just put in a very disciplined performance. I mean, the guy knew what he was doing. He had the fight IQ. He was moving around. He was just controlling, in my opinion, because Green just kept getting punched. That was a good fight to see if you guys watched. And I just want to see what Ian Gary, the future, has in front of him and what's next for him. Alright, the next fight was a sad fight to see. It was two legends, man. To see who will have the most wins in UFC. And Jim Miller came up on top. Donald Cerrone, man. It's so sad to see him retire. And Jim Miller, what a guy. He told, I forgot who was interviewing him, probably Joe Rogan, but he told him Cowboys got something to say, and then when he put his gloves down, man, that was just sad to see. And he got choked out. And that's what sucked. Because Donald Cerrone got choked out. He was the one who was supposed to choke out people. But, man, two legends fighting. The next fight, my goodness, bro. Jalen Turner with performance of the night win. I was expecting Brad Riddell to maybe do something because the guy's in a fight camp with Volkanovski and Izzy, two of the best fighters on the planet, and he kind of just got destroyed. I mean, lights out. It was so quick. I mean, Jalen just came out the gate just firing, man, and Brad Riddell was just stumped. I mean, he got hit with a right hand, which is like, it was just so quick to see, and the guy is a giant. The guy's like, what, 6'2", 6'1" in the lightweight division. Brad Riddell's what, like 5'7", 5'8", and he's in the lightweight division. Yeah, the guy's just a menace. Alright, we start the main card. The main card started off with Sean O'Malley and Pedro Munoz. And the first round was cool. I mean, they were both kind of getting into it. In the second round, Sean O'Malley just found his flow. And I guess Pedro Munoz did not want any of it because the moment he got hit in the eye, he was out. I mean, he was looking like he just didn't want to fight anymore because the guy was just like kept wasting time for the eye poke. Of course, the eye poke, it didn't actually go in, but it pushed his eye back, which can really hurt. But I feel like he could have just waited a little longer, but he just wanted to be out of that fight because Sean O'Malley just found his rhythm. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't think Sean O'Malley was gonna win. I'm not the biggest fan of Sean O'Malley. I don't think he's the best fighter, but he just kind of really found his flow in the second round. And it sucks that it was a no contest. I just wanted to see the third round play out and the second round play out and see who would actually win. Robbie Lawler and Bryan Barberena. Now this was probably my favorite fight of the night. I think it got fight of the night. That was out of nowhere. And the thing is, Robbie Lawler was destroying him in the second round. The guy just kept punching him, doing this and that. And Bryan Barberena just came back, bro. And those little elbows that he steps into is just amazing to see and watch. There was only what? Like 13 seconds left in the round, so Robbie Lawler was so close to getting out of that round alive. Bro, it was just amazing to see Bryan just come back like that. You don't see that every single day where someone can just get destroyed, especially by someone like Robbie Lawler. And Bryan Barberena just showed that resilience and just kept coming back. That was just amazing to see. Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira. Wow. Now that was just a fight to see, man. It wasn't even a fight to see. It was a knockout to see. I feel like in a fight card, this fight card didn't have that many knockouts. I feel like this fight card was more. I didn't really like it, but that was really made the fight or the card just special. I didn't really have the highest hopes. Like, the guy's good, but I just think Sean Strickland has that power behind him. And I guess I underestimated Alex Pereira. I mean, the guy bit Easy twice in kickboxing, and it's kind of the stand-up is literally kickboxing. That's what this fight was, literally kickboxing. And I don't know what Sean Strickland was doing. The guy had an amazing press conference, really got all the fans behind him, but Alex Pereira just showed his quality in it, and man, that was nuts to see. Sean Strickland just lights out, just fell to the ground. That was probably my favorite fighter tonight, maybe behind Lawler and Bryans, but that was definitely knockout of the night. Alexander the Great Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Man, I was really looking forward to this fight. I couldn't wait for this fight. This is the fight I wanted to see the most. And then Max Holloway just didn't turn up. The guy was punching like he was punching in his dreams, man. If you saw the UFC Embedded, you just saw him when he was training. It was the littlest punches. The guy has his pads up. He has like one trainer in those videos, and he's just punching so slow. He's punching slower than me, man. And I'm like, I don't fight. I'm not good. Someone like Max Holloway, he has so much potential. Not even potential, there's so much skill. And it just wasn't shown in that fight, man. I guess Alexander the Great showed why he's the great. The guy was talking to us in the walkout. It was so weird to see. He was like, do better. Like, someone was bullying him, man. But it was just amazing to see. The guy's a nice guy. I love him. After that Ortega fight, I think Alexander's gotta be the greatest featherweight of all time, in my opinion. Max Holloway really had 3 chances. The second fight was close. This one was not close. In my opinion, Alexander won every single round. It wasn't even close. And that cut from Max Holloway was just nasty. Like, the guy he just didn't show up. He was fighting like he fights in his dream. It was sad to see. I was so looking forward to it. I think this is what really made the fight card just drop down a level for me, because it was so hyped up. I just wanted to see it so much. And then when I saw it, I was just underwhelmed. And if you want to talk about being underwhelmed, Israel Adesanya. The guy's a showman. In the last 2 fights, especially the one with the Whittaker, and now this one, the guy's not a showman on the octagon. He's a showman out the octagon. It's sad to see. Jared Cannonier really was not able to touch him. The guy put him up against the wall a couple times, but I think if you're Jared Cannonier, you fought in heavyweight. Those are some big dudes, man. You have the punching power, and then you didn't use it. I don't know what. I was just so sad to see this fight, man. Israel's just getting boring for me. I loved him, but now he's not my favorite anymore. He was one of my favorites, not anymore, man. He is just dropping down. He's doing what the champ's supposed to do, and that's to retain the title. But I want to see something next level from him. The guy went up to light heavyweight and lost, and now he's staying here. Who's the fight? Who can he fight? There's Alex Pereira. I think that's gotta be the next fight, and that's gonna be a fight that I really want to see Israel get tested in, because he's just been boring. The fight was just so boring, man, and it's just sad to see a fight which could be so much more higher in level just be down here, and that's what was sad. And I think that's a common theme with this whole fight card, is it was kind of boring, man. So yeah, that's been it for me for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and peace.